Hello everyone, Soul the Scientist here again with some very exciting news. The roster of 20 known heroes has expanded today to 23. Introducing Whiskey Foxtrot, Shayne Aurox, and finally Kelvin, the hero featured in the footage you're currently watching. At the time of recording here, I don't have much information on the first two heroes, so by the time you're watching this, you'll probably know more about them than I will. However, that won't stop me from wild speculation based on what information has been made available to me. Since you're already looking at his gameplay, let's talk about Kelvin first. Kelvin is the fifth and final member of the Eldrid, an ice golem whose consciousness is expressed by a colony of microorganisms adapted to a frigid environment. Rescued by Miko, Kelvin now fights alongside the Battleborn and assumes the role of defender. I'll go into more detail in a future video, but he has some pretty awesome skills. Sublimate increases movement speed for a few seconds, Chomp causes him to bite an enemy, and if that bite inflicts fatal damage, Kelvin gains a small but permanent increase to his total health. Also, Chomp instantly kills minor enemies like the small minions, so the more minions you eat, the harder you are to kill. His ultimate skill, Ice Wall, creates an impassable wall of ice for 7 seconds. Next up, the fabled Whiskey Foxtrot of the Rogues. He looks like some sort of cross between a Psycho from Borderlands and Oscar Mike. He appears to have the same helmet as Oscar Mike, so perhaps Whiskey Foxtrot was a member of the Peacekeepers at some point, but we know he's a mercenary now. It looks like his primary weapon is an assault rifle made of scrap material, and one skill may have something to do with what looks to be a small cannon mounted on his left forearm. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Whiskey Foxtrot plays differently from Oscar Mike because, at least to me right now, it appears they fulfill the same archetype. And finally, a hero that I don't think anyone could have predicted because it seems this one hero is actually two. Shayne and Aurox fill out the roster for the Rogues, and at first glance, I would say this is the pet class. Much like Galilea is the evolution of Athena from the pre-sequel, Shayne and Aurox seem to be the evolution of Gage and Deathtrap from Borderlands 2. I don't know if Aurox is always present, or if the creature only manifests during skill use, but I would venture to say the latter is more likely true. I don't know what Shayne's weapon is, but she appears to have a holster on her right leg, so her weapon of choice may be some kind of pistol. As for how these two became bonded, I have no idea, but I'm guessing Shayne was somewhere she shouldn't have been and touched something she shouldn't have touched. Of these three new heroes, Shayne and Aurox are at the top of the list for who I want to learn more about. When more information is made available on Shayne and Aurox, Whiskey Foxtrot, and Kelvin, I'll put together a more detailed overview of each hero, perhaps as soon as next week. And don't forget, there are still 2 heroes from the LLC yet to be revealed, so stay tuned. If you found this video to be informative, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment down below. Let me know which of these 3 new heroes you like the most. And finally, if you're new to my channel, or you're interested in learning more about Battleborn, please consider subscribing. It's an easy way for you to keep up to date with news and information leading up to the open beta, launch, and beyond. So until next time, thank you very much for watching.